Hey guys, Richard here, the e-bike reviews and adventures. Well, I'm going to take a look at and give you a closer look at, scratch all that. Hey guys, Richard here, the e-bike reviews and adventures. Hey, let's take a closer look at this brand new Canopy by Lectric bike. Okay, this is a Canopy that fits onto the Lectric Trike, the XP Trike. And yeah, it's kind of cool, kind of not, kind of different. I don't know. I'm still trying to decide if I like it or not. But hey, we're going to get it out. And yeah, take it for a ride and just give you a closer look, let you know our experience with it so far. But first, we got to get it out of the garage, and that's proven to be difficult, and here's why. So this thing is right at 7 feet. Actually, it's about a excuse me, about an inch less than 7 feet, which is good in a lot of cases because a lot of garage doors these days, the standard is like 7 to 8 foot in height, and you know that's great. But my home is I don't know, 16 years old now, so my door opening is 6'8", and not 7 to 8 foot like the newer homes. So that's a bit of a problem here because the garage door goes up a little higher than what the opening is right here. And I'm not counting this little weather seal here. I'm talking right here. I'm at about 6 foot 8 inches or so, and this guy is right at 7 feet. So we're having a really hard time getting it in and out of the garage, and I'm going to fight with it a little bit and try to get it out because I want to take it for a spin. I haven't done that yet. But let's talk about it real quick. We built this in the house. For the most part, we assembled the canopy part, which goes on separately. Back to that in a moment. And then, the supports and everything we kind of snapped together in the house, and then we came out here into the garage. Well, I did that in the living room, just because the heat index was 105 that day. And we didn't have a lot of space in the garage here to be able to do it. So we brought it out here. We started to assemble it in the garage. Once we got it done, we wanted to take it for a spin, and that's when we realized the problem. Can't get it out the door. So if you live in a newer home, chances are your garage doors are higher than 7 feet. Somewhere between 7 and 8 is the norm now, because that accommodates your larger pickup trucks and SUVs that are being built. But for a lot of folks, your door is probably less than that. You're going to have problems. And here's the thing. It's not easy to... You might be thinking, well, just pop it off, take it apart. No. That's not easy. That's not going to happen. In fact, in Lectric's assembly video, they don't send you a manual with instructions, first of all. So you have to go to the website and look at the product, and there they have a link to a video that shows you how to assemble this. And you kind of have to follow along those steps because it's not too complicated. It's fairly basic, but there are a few things you want to make sure you get in the correct order, so follow along in the video. But in that video, they clearly say, this is a two-person job. Make it easy on yourself. This is definitely a two-person job. And for the most part, building this part of the frame is real easy. You just snap one pole into the other pole, and it's fairly easy. The problem is the angle of these poles and how they are, because like, for instance, the front ones kind of go that way a little bit, and the back ones, I think, go that way a little bit. Trying to get this canopy piece right here, and this pole right here is only 4 or 5 inches or so long. You got to get it down inside here. You can get 1. 2 is a challenge because you're trying to actually bend this aluminum pole and force it to match up with this one and get it locked in. And when it comes to the other 2, you might as well forget it. That's when you phone a friend, okay? That's when you hope you have a neighbor or someone else in the house that's strong enough to help you, because you're going to be, literally trying to bend this aluminum frame to try to get it snapped in. And so that's why they tell you it is a two-person job. And that's why I'm telling you, don't plan on easily just popping this thing on and off, because you can't. Once it's on, it's on. And in fact, we had to use a rubber mallet to hammer on it, because when we were trying to get the pole that's up here on the top part of the canopy into this support frame, they were at an angle of about like that. We couldn't straighten it out enough so that they would slide in. So it was at a pretty good angle already, and I had to use a rubber mallet and beat on it several times before we could get it to stretch and just kind of snap into place. So this isn't something easy on and easy off, so just be aware of that. It connects down here to the rear basket, which is kind of cool because, you know, they give you this part of the frame right here, this part of the, you know, the tubular part of the frame, and it's got a little bracket welded onto that with holes in it. And then they give you two little pieces of metal to stick on the back side of your basket, and so it kind of just pinches it. So once you tighten it down on both sides, it pinches it closed. Now it's important that you put this on the lowest portion of your basket. So we've got it down here all the way at the bottom to give ourselves maximum height up here at the top. So that's important. Here's something else too. On the website, it doesn't show that you can connect this with the front basket. And I found that kind of strange. They're showing it that you have to use it without the front basket, and it's probably because they simply didn't include some screws that were long enough. So what I'm saying is, if you have to take your basket off, and this canopy comes with this plate right here. Okay, this metal plate that's got pre-drilled holes in it, and that mounts to the same location where you would normally mount your basket. Okay, and they even tell you use the same screws. Well, those screws are kind of small, and so once you mount this plate, that's all you can mount. But if you simply get some screws that are a little bit bigger, then you can take, let me show you from the side here, you can take the plate that comes with the canopy, and you can still put your your basket holder, this part of the frame, up against it, and with those longer screws, you can screw through both of them into the bike frame. I mean, there's no reason why you can't do that. It's perfectly fine. And then, of course, you put your basket on top of that. So it is very doable, but they make it sound like, or make it look like on the website, that you have to remove your basket. So that's important to know. You don't have to. You just need to get slightly bigger screws. Let's see here. The canopy, so it kind of fits loose, okay? But, you know, once you kind of stretch it over the metal frame here, they've got a string that is built into the canopy here. It's like a drawstring, right? So when you pull the string, it kind of cinches up and gets a little tighter. And they got this interesting little strap right here. So you can just strap, go around here, and then you go around this first support. And then you do the same thing for the back. You just have this little strap that you go through the string and put it on this little support, and it allows you to tighten up this strap if you needed to, in order to tighten down your canopy. And, it would have been nice maybe if they had had something on the sides, because it's still a little loose. And I'm a little concerned on a windy day, you probably don't want to be riding this anyway, but, it's fine. I mean, it's going to do its job. So, the next thing I want to mention really is that going back to the height, I don't think it needs to be 7 feet tall. I mean, I really don't, especially when you're sitting on the trike. It doesn't need to be that tall. It could easily be 4 or 5 inches shorter, and that would accommodate, I think, just about everyone. Or maybe even if they had drilled a couple of holes in the front and rear, that would have been ideal, because if you happen to be a shorter person, you definitely don't need this thing to be 7 feet tall. And, they could have easily drilled a couple more holes in all the supports and let this pole slide down a little bit further, just to lower everything a little bit further. And I think that would have been ideal. In fact, that might be a modification that I do. I think that'd be the easiest way to modify this, now that I'm thinking about it, is to go ahead and drill another hole in all these supports all the way around, so that you can push this little tab in maybe and slide it down further, and that would shorten it overall. I think that might be the solution. I haven't done it. I'll let you know when I do, and let you know if that's going to fix it or not. But for now, let's, here's another thing, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I reached out to support and said, hey, this is a problem. I can't get it out of my garage door, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to have to modify it to try to get it easy to get it in and out. The response I got back was, no, they don't want you to modify it. They just want you to figure out another way to get it out the door. And Lectric is always really good with their support. You know, they're that's one of the things they're known for, is they have very good support. But I was disappointed with that one. Figure out another way to get it out. Well, I can't disassemble it because I don't always have two people here to help me reassemble, and my rubber mallet handy. So, we've all seen or heard the story and seen some memes about the truck getting stuck into the tunnel or under the bridge, and they had to let air out of the tires. Well, that's not feasible. I'm not going to start letting air out of the tires just to try to drop it 2 inches so that I can get it out the door. So that's not an option either. So Lectric just kind of left it at that. Left it to me to figure out. So, yeah. So here's something I thought of. Thought of this last night. I thought, well, I might try that tomorrow. And that is it possible for me to lean this thing over? I don't think so. No, because even when you lean it, one, it's hard to do with one person. But if I leaned this over on 2 wheels, I don't know if I could lean it enough to get it to come out the door. Maybe. I'm going to try that. That might be my temporary solution. It might be yours too. Let's see if that works. I got to move some stuff around here because, hey, here at eBike Reviews and Adventures, people like us and they keep sending us stuff. And I am so appreciative of that, so we got to make some room. So let's see. Is that the other option maybe that they were referring to, but they didn't want to say? So if I lean it way over on 2 wheels, way over, I don't know. If I go far enough, I'll make it work, but again, you got to have the space to be able to lean it. Let's move this one out of the way. Yeah, that's going to work, I think. Look at there. I'm going to have to lean this thing. Look at that. This thing is all the way over on the ground practically. But doing that, I can get it out the door. So that's your solution. If you have a short garage door, of course now I'm too close to my truck, so I'm going to have to come over here and keep it from smacking into my truck. That's the solution, guys. Not too hard to do as long as you have the space to lean this thing over. Yeah, let's get it out here now and maybe you can see it a little bit better. All right. So there it is in all its glory. Kind of cutesy, right? Kind of makes me think of like an Amish buggy or something. And I say that because we do have an Amish community here in town, and occasionally I see them out riding around in their various little contraptions. But yeah, kind of cool. I mean, I guess we've got overcast skies today, but here in Florida the sun is beating hot, right? I mean, it's blazing hot here, and so I could foresee getting out here on a sunny day, maybe, and being able to ride this thing with this canopy. I mean, I'm gonna get some looks, right? But it is noonday sun right now. I mean, it is 12:30. So with this thing being so narrow, you're not going to get a lot of protection from the sun, but you're going to get some, and that's going to help. And some is better than none, right? Let's see how this does. Oh, I got to wake up the battery. Hold on. I haven't ridden the XP Trike in a while, and you got to get off and wake up the battery first. One of my critiques. But supposedly it's safer. All right, there we go. And you know what? Today's a good day to test this because we do have some wind. It is a little windy today. All right, hit the bump there. Kind of bounced around a little bit. Man, you know, my neighbors must think I am completely out of my mind. They see me riding around out here every day on something new, and then I got something like this out. And so I know they think I'm crazy. They're like, what in the heck is this guy doing now? You know, I certainly get the looks when I'm out here doing it. Like this guy right here, he's just staring at me like, what are you doing, Richard? Yeah, it's different. But you know, it handles fine. I mean, if you, I wouldn't advise out there in 25-mile-an-hour winds or something. This thing might turn into a sail for you, but yeah, it works. I wonder if my buddy Ron is home. And maybe we should go down and see Ron. No, let's not go see Ron. I didn't close the garage door. Let's turn around. Yeah, spinning around here real quick. So, you know, if you're someone who likes to be outdoors a lot, but you're just tired of being in the sunshine, and you know, you can get this and, you know, assemble it with a friend's help, and then have something that you can to use to kind of keep the sun off you just a little bit. I mean, not a bad idea, I suppose. It's just too tall. Yeah, too tall for my liking. Hey guys, I'm 6'1", right? And sitting here, there's at least 2 feet between my head and the top of the canopy here, so plenty of room. Oh my goodness, plenty of room. And you can see, you know, when we bounce a little bit, you can see the canopy sway a little bit there. Turning the steering wheel and hit a bump or something, it's gonna flop a little bit because it's so long. It's possible that maybe this support bar should have gone in further into the support tube. That may have been a better option. There's my neighbor Dave. All right, let's spin around here. Guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to show you. Now, Lectric did not send me this. Lectric doesn't send me stuff. I purchased this with my own money last week. When I saw it go on sale, I said, hey, that's kind of neat, kind of cool. People will want to know about this, so I wanted to make you a video to be able to share it with you. So that's what it's all about. I have some critiques. The biggest problem I have is it's hard to get on and off. I wished it was something that one person could easily take on and off themselves, but you need 2 people to assemble and get it on, and once it's there, it's pretty much there. I wished it was just a little bit shorter to get it in at least my garage, probably your garage too. Other than that, it's a nice little giddy up. Yeah. Hey, and for all of you who happen to own a different trike made by another company, if it happens to be a trike that is the same pretty much frame style, yeah, this might work. Here's what you're looking for. 1, does it have this style of basket? And if it does, see there, this style of basket? If it does, you can attach this back here. Does it have, you know, the same bolt pattern up here in the front? Probably so. There's going to be another video on that, and I'll let you know. But yeah, I'm thinking it's going to work just fine. What it's not going to do is it's not going to fit most trikes, okay? Because you need to be able to attach it to the basket. There's no way to, this is like the tent poles that kind of snap together up here. So there's no way to make this longer or shorter in order to accommodate a different size frame, okay? So it has to be almost the same frame of bike in order for it to work, unfortunately. It's not something that's just universal that you can just throw on any bike. Here's the other thing that I really like about it. I mean, it's Lectric, right? I happen to have the other brand trike that is almost the same size frame that I think it's going to work on. But there is Lectric. I know you're watching this video, so you might want to take care of this real quick. The Lectric name is not on this thing anywhere. Okay, it's not up there on the canopy anywhere. So you could buy this if you own one of the other trikes, the other brand trike, and you wouldn't be riding around with the Lectric brand name up there. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Kind of cool. I'm sure that won't last too long. I'm sure Lectric will put their name on it. They should. It's their product. They come up with it. So they deserve the credit. And that's why I'm trying to give them credit. And that's why I put it on the Lectric XP first and not my other one that we actually ride a lot more. But the next time you see this, it very well could be on the other trike. Guys, that's going to be it for this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you're new here. Comment down below. Ask your questions. If you're looking for this, follow the link down below to the Lectric website and check this guy out. That's it. I'm going to see you in another video real soon. Ride responsibly, ride safe.